Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again on a Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. And I promise you tonight, in a little while, we're going to let the crowd build up. And we're definitely going to announce something awesome and mind-blowing. Something that only a couple people know about this. And when you guys find out about it, it may or may not blow your mind. It's going to blow a lot of people's minds. I can tell you that much. And
Well, ladies and
let
gentlemen,
me. It's just nuts, and I forgot to hit the pause button on
evening at
this.
8:30.
But anyway, so yeah, it's gonna blow the minds off of people's mind. It's just your heads are gonna go. I know mine's still going on this. This is like really exciting stuff. So as we get more and more people in a little bit, we are gonna go crazy with this information. So bear with us. So we're gonna go over. We got news. We're gonna go over Great Nor'easter. Hey, what's up, Monkey Master, Marcus, Luco, and other people watching. But yeah, so we're gonna go over the news. We're gonna go over Nor'easter. We're gonna go over because all the information for CoasterCon came out. The tentative schedule. It's not the final thing. You get it when you get there. Uh, some events that are coming up. We got the CoasterCon information, like the pricing and stuff like that, with all the discounts and all that. So hopefully you guys get amped up about it because CoasterCon is going to be awesome, and we'll get into the reasons why with that in a little while. So it's going to be awesome. And yeah, so I'm just trying to compile everything I want to talk about here. Get it all in order. Got to get it in order. You know what I'm saying? You can tell I'm excited because things are just going to be happening and it's going to be crazy, and you have no idea until you hear. So yeah, it's going to be that kind of crazy. That kind of crazy. Anyway, so we're going to kick off with the news because we got a lot to talk about. So instead of wasting time, and then we'll get into it, man. Because like I said, this is going to be an awesome show. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. And I don't know why I keep talking like towards that mic because it's not even plugged in. It's that one. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, so in a sense, this has to do with amusement parks, but it doesn't. But Royal Caribbean. Everybody knows I've been on like a bunch of Royal Caribbean cruises. But 2019 on their private island in Coco Cay, they are going to be opening up a water park on the island. And they're going to have a water park. They're going to have like this pool area. They're going to have cabanas over the water. It's going to be like crazy, awesome water park thing. They started putting out like what stuff's going to look like and stuff that's coming in. It looks really awesome. You can go to Royal Caribbean's website and see all the different stuff, all the different things that they're going to add to it for their water park. I mean, it's really a huge thing for a cruise company to be adding even water park kind of stuff. And the stuff that I seen was really exciting. I'm not like crazy huge into water parks. I do, summertime, it's hot. I want to cool off. Definitely the way to go, for me. Because, I love the water rides like flumes and stuff. But there's just days that even though it's hot, I don't want to be soaked like on a rapids ride or something like. I've said this before, but for some reason, every time I ride rapids rides, that boat, for some reason, I don't know why, the seat always spins to go under the waterfalls, and I always get soaked, and then it sucks. And then no matter how much you sit, how hot it is, and you're trying to drive, you just can't. You just can't. And one thing is, if I sound funny talking today, I actually look at this thing. I got my front tooth fixed. No more chip, no more crack. It's awesome. And I'm just trying to get used to it. It's kind of funky and bothering me a little bit. Not hurt, but it's just funky. It's weird, I don't know. It's definitely just weird. If that makes any sense.
Always get soaked, and then it sucks.
But anyway, so that was that on the Royal Caribbean water park thing. I think it's awesome. I can't wait to see more of it. And I'll have to make sure that I go back to the Bahamas and the Coco Cay to go check that out. Just because, it's cool. I like how the cruise ships are adding amusement park rides on them or at their destinations for excursions. It's pretty awesome, and I love it. And those that people keep popping in. We have not gone through the mind-blowing news that's going to come a little bit later after we do the news. Yep, Great Adventures opening was delayed a week because of that crazy storm. You know what? They canceled school for the kids yesterday. I was dying because of the fact that they're like, oh, hey, big storm coming. We're supposed to get like over a foot of snow. We got like a couple inches. The snow just, for some reason, just didn't want to come, and I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful to the snow gods that they just didn't dump the snow on me. I'm so happy about that. It's just, I can't stand snow anymore. I know I live in New England and I should just shut up and deal with it, but I can't stand it. I love when everybody, when it's warm out, amusement parks and stuff. It's awesome. It's just what I like. It's what I'm tired of the cold. I'm just so glad the snow gods decided not to spare us. So anyway, yeah, they decided to push the opening back a week. So with the snow going on and all that. So for those that wanted to go this weekend, sorry, you got to wait till next weekend. I know it kind of sucks because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, we're going, and now they're not. So it is what it is. All right, so Walt Disney World with the Magic Kingdom, Pirates of the Caribbean is reopened with the new seed. There was a lot of controversy with the redhead, with the wench, and everybody was, I guess trying to be politically correct. I guess Disney was trying to do, and so they changed it as what do you call it? They just changed it. So I guess it was more appealing, more PC, I guess. And so now she's a pirate and doing stuff, and instead of being the wench for sale or whatever, auctioned. Some people hate it. Some people love it. Me personally, I don't care. I don't get me wrong. I want to see things left original, but we all know in today's society, everything has to be politically correct, and everything. You're never gonna please everybody, no matter what decision you make. Not everybody's gonna be happy, so you just got to deal with it. You know what? We all have our opinions and feelings, and at the end of the day, it's just like, hey, you know what? We're gonna we have no say in if it stays or if it goes, or the company is going to do what's in the best interest. We could talk amongst about it, how much we love it, how much we hate it, and that's cool up for a debate. Time will tell. If it ruined, I watched the video. Somebody posted video of it online, and you know what? It doesn't bother me. My honest opinion, I get where people that hate it are coming from. They want, the purists. They want to keep it original, and I get that. Because people are still upset when they added Johnny Depp into the ride in a few locations. They were all upset and crazy over it. And, as long as they don't totally destroy the ride, it's still a classic ride they've added. You got to update stuff. We're going to keep Pirates of the Caribbean the same forever. Eventually, nobody's going to want to ride it. You got to keep being relevant. Especially with the younger clientele going to these parks to suck them in. You got to keep changing things, or they're going to, yeah, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Just how it works. I was always happy with Disney the way the older attractions were, but I get it. It's good if you can make the updates good. I'm okay with that. Dollywood. This is just an interesting food thing. I don't know how many of you have been to Dollywood, but Aunt Granny's restaurant was a buffet. Not was, still is. They changed the menu up a little bit. They still have some of the favorites, and they've added some new options. So, and I guess they remodeled the place. I didn't get to check it out yet, but I saw that the menu items. So they got stuff like Southwestern herb baked chicken, country chicken, dumplings, roasted red skin potatoes with cheddar cheese and bacon, corn pudding, and much more. Stone soup, inspired by Potten's famous story about her mother would use the classic fable to encourage her children when they might be discouraged. Also finds its way onto the buffet. Those with a sweet tooth have plenty to select from, including apple cobbler, various cupcakes, brownies, and more. So that's the Dollywood food thing going on. What's that? Oh, someone just... so yeah. Oh, so you got dumped on, Lindsay, with almost a foot. Claustrophobic going out this morning. I didn't go out yesterday during it, so it's one reason. The other has been forever since Philly hasn't had that much in a while. I know it's weird. It's just the weather's going crazy with all the snow stuff going on. That's basically the fourth storm in 3 weeks, and there's rumor of watching one for next week. Another one coming. Somebody that follows the weather a lot, not myself, but one of my friends, is like, it's basically like Groundhog's Day. And it's just on repeat, same storm over and over and over again. And it's you know what, this should have been done in February. Instead of being like 60 degrees, they should have just let it snow and now be 60 degrees. And we got rides to ride. We got things to do. This snow is really putting a dent in everything we got to do. I just want the snow to go away. Yeah, if you go on the YouTube page, BSM, the Lake Compounds video is there. Basically for the nor'easter, we'll go over that in a little bit. I recorded all the presentations from all the parks, and I put them up on Facebook. I dropped them all basically on the same day so that everybody could look at it, and then I made a post on what do you call it? On SFNEOnline, the main page, and I just put them all there. I just dumped them all there, so that way you don't, if somebody wants to just find them all in one spot and just watch them, it's right there. You didn't have to like go crazy looking for it. Yeah, you know what? I've ridden a ride multiple times. I still don't know the ride well. It's I can't exactly remember if it's before or after the battle, with the pirate ship scene. I can't remember. Might be after. Yeah, now chickens are being sold, not a wench. So, like I said, everything in today's world is becoming politically correct. And I get it. And, they're going to take away controversial stuff. I mean, if that's the case, if people really knew the flume there, Splash Mountain, if that was, a lot of people don't know what that's really themed after. They think that's like an original ride. It is in a sense, but it's based off of the movie Song of the South. Song of the South, if you don't know, is a very, very kind of risque, racist slave movie that Disney has no intentions to ever re-release again. You can find it. I've downloaded it online like many years ago, and I have it on my computer. So maybe one day I'll slap it together, just and put it, make a DVD or something, plug it into my TV and watch it. I mean, I like the movie, not in the racist sense, but I loved when Walt did those cartoons and live at, like Mary Poppins and Bedknobs and Broomsticks and stuff like that. I like when, the movies like that. Even like Roger Rabbit. It's not, I really like that kind of stuff. It really, I like that kind of film. I like it when they do it. Not today's world, like, like the Smurfs and anything that brings cartoons today, even though it looks obviously better, but I still love that classic hand-drawn cartoon look versus today's cartoon look. I get it. I'm old, and I like that old school flavor, but that's just what I like. So, but yeah, if people really understood what the rum's gone because probably the pirate chick probably drank it all. They were having a chugging contest, and she probably out-chugged all the other pirates for the rum. That's probably why the rum is gone now. But yeah, so there's nothing Disney can do about it in terms of the film. It's been out there. People still have the VHS tapes on it. After riding Pirates in 2006 while my mom was in the bathroom, I chatted with a character near the exit. I thought she was a pirate's wench, but she told me she is Wendy of Peter Pan. Peter Pan met with pirates too, different pirates. Yeah, Peter Pan's pirates had to do with Captain Hook and his, band of pirates. What's up, DJ Dog? DJ Dog's in the house. So yeah, it's a whole crazy thing going on with the pirate thing. There's a lot of like love-hate. There's no like, there's not a lot of like me that's like, hey, yeah, it's all right, like, what are you gonna do? All right, so here's the next tidbit of news. A movie trailer for a movie called Action Point came out yesterday. Stars Jackass, stars Johnny Knoxville, and I forgot to write down that pontoon, whatever his name is. It's a movie. It kind of seems loosely based off an action park that was down in Jersey, and they do all the real stunts themselves. And if you watch the trailer, it's hilarious. I can't wait for it to come out, but it's about like a little amusement park and all the crazy stuff going on. And if you just watch the trailer of it, you'll laugh. It's hysterical. It's amazing. So I'm glad that Johnny Knoxville's back. Brought one of his buddies from Jackass on to do this movie, and it looks good. So I didn't see when it was coming out, but obviously it's coming out soon. So can't wait to see that. Disneyland announced, along with some of the other Disneylands, except for Disney World, but in Disney's California Adventure, Marvel Universe Land, whatever you want to call it, it's going to take over the Bugs Life area. So they're going to have all these rides themed to all that. Yes, can I help you?
Hello.
Hello. Yes, may I help you, sir?
We have a special birthday today.
Oh, what, Muffins the cat?
Yeah?
Hey, Muffins the cat. Would you want to come say hi?
Yeah.
You want to come say hi? Yeah?
Hi, Luca!
Hey, Luco's watching. Everybody's there.
Same here, too.
Buffett almost 2 minutes going to live live. It happens. But yeah, so anyway, they're gonna add all these Marvel rides and stuff. I think it's cool. And like I said last week, I'm hoping that Disney and Universal can strike some kind of agreement so that Disney World can do something. We'll see what happens with that. Also, Darien Lake. This is odd and funny and weird, but for all you rock fans out there, I don't know how many rock fans are out there, but if you're a fan of Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, on August 12th, you can go see them live at Darien Lake. The tickets go on sale, what's today's date? On Saturday at 10 a.m. And the ticket price is $29.99 to $99 is going to be the price of tickets. So if you like them two guys, because right now they're both on tour together, and if you're into them guys, I mean, I'm into them guys. But if you're into those guys and you want to go to the amusement park and see them, August 12th is the date, and then you can get tickets. All right, so that's all the news. I wanted to blow through the news because I want to get into all the goodies. I want to get into all the good stuff because we still haven't gone through the announcement that's going to blow people's minds. Maybe you guys ain't going to even care, but it'll be here for others to see after the fact, and hopefully, people dig it. So anyway, let's get into Norris. So let's go over that. We'll go over CoasterCon, and then we'll do the announcement. That's what we're going to do. So I know there's a bunch of us here that were there. Like I know Marcus, myself, Luco. I know a bunch of people, Sarah and Kyle, and there was a ton of people that went there. And I know not everybody went, and I put the videos, and everybody's been watching the videos, which is great. So for those that don't know and didn't pay any attention, shame on you. Six Flags New England, Six Flags Great Escape, Lake Compounds, Canopy Lake, Palace Playland, and Quasi gave presentations. Canopy Lake, Palace Playland, and Six Flags New England had the longest presentations. Everybody else was just kind of quick, showing some cool stuff. To break it down, Six Flags New England went first. They talked about all the stuff that they could talk about that's going on for the 2000. New Jersey people are critical that it is Action Point, not Action Park. Oh, okay. So yeah, they talked about like new games, and they got some new games that are coming in. There's one like shoot a basketball or into a hoop, and it kind of goes like like the Plinko kind of thing, and you can get a prize based off of that. And then they talk about like new foods, and they showed off the milkshakes. The milkshakes are pretty similar to like what they had for like at Universal for that chocolate factory place there. And I had the ones there. I haven't had them at Six Flags. Obviously, nobody has yet. And excuse me, excuse me, man. From my dental work today, I'm just kind of like not all there, but I'm there. But yeah, so the milkshakes look interesting, and they talked about Harley Quinn. They talked about the events that were coming up. They announced a new event for the park. Because you have your Fright Fest, you have your Holiday in the Park, you have the 4th of July Fest, which is now 5 days. It's going to have fireworks 5 days. They also announced besides Food and Brew, that's 10 days now instead of the few days. But they announced a Kids Fest, and they got more information coming out about that. I mean, you can see all that stuff inside the video. This is just like a recap of that. And so they were doing naming of what do you call it? Name the shakes. So you could write on a paper and name the shapes. Voting for names were intense. Yeah, The voting for names was pretty intense. Like, just, I mean, I didn't even hand mine in. I mean, they might have seen it on the table and took it. I don't know. I just wrote some, whatever. That wasn't really what was on my mind. But also in the beginning, before even in the presentations, they were doing a game, like a multiple choice game, and they had a packet A, B, C, D, and then Luco ended up winning it. It was pretty funny. And then he got to pick 5 prizes. I mean, there was all kinds of weird stuff. It was like the parks just cleaned out their closet and went, here, get rid of this stuff. Give it away. I mean, they had Mr. Six bobbleheads. There was shot glass. There was all kinds of stuff. There was just tons of stuff. They were just like, here, get rid of this. They even had boomerangs from Goliath's Media Day. And plus, when they gave them out at when Goliath was being built, Sonorista, when it was at the park that year, they had the boomerangs going. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Yep, Luco won trivia. Who would have ever thought that Luco was that smart to win trivia? I would have never thought. I didn't know. I didn't know that he was good at those answers. I didn't know. But yeah, he won. That was absolutely crazy that he won. It still blows my mind. But that's not the announcement. But anyway, so yeah, so Six Flags did their thing. They did make us shut off the camera, and we cannot talk about publicly what was said in the shut-off area. Hey, what's up, Mainly Coasters, which is Dave. So yeah, we can't talk about what was in that spot of time. That's why if you watch the video, you can see stuff. But you're not supposed to see stuff. But the only thing that you're allowed to know is April 3rd is going to be an announcement of said secret stuff. So, sorry, I'm not getting in trouble and getting yelled at. You can go talk to somebody else. You guys can speculate all you want. Hey, I'm looking at my frozen smile. I can see it now. I look like a handsome young dude now. Once I get a haircut, then I'll really be pimping. Then I'll be really like super like pimped. So yeah, so then Great Escape. I mean, they talked about the membership stuff, which was cool. There were more. There was questions, and there's still stuff going on, and people. And the portal is now live to upgrade. Just before I forget that, I talked to Kyle yesterday. Yes, Mainly Coasters is Dave. That is Dave. So Kyle let me know that it was live. They had to kind of push it back a few days. And so that if you want to upgrade from gold to thing, and you have 30 days from when the park opens to get your full credit, it's going to be Bugs Bunny Bucks. I did ask that it's going to be paper money, and you're going to get them at guest relations. So those that are getting the Bugs Bunny Bucks will get that. So Great Escape's also doing these crazy milkshakes. They look a little different than what Six Flags is doing. They still look delicious. Of course, I'm going to try them. I'm a sucker for a milkshake. I mean, I'm not going to get them all the time, but I am definitely going to try them out. Maybe I could take my Bugs Bunny Bucks and go get some milkshake, because I'm sure the milkshakes are not going to be on the meal plan. I'm probably pretty sure of that. Fireball is adding VR. Did I miss something about that? I don't remember VR getting Fireball. I hope not. No more VR, please. I'm not a fan. You guys know that, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah. I'm pretty sure I was the only one to have a membership. Yes, Fireball is the Lost in Loop. One thing that I found is interesting about with Great Escape was that they on their calendar, they're gonna have this calendar events, and they're going to have all these different events all the time, which is great for the park. And also, don't forget, if you do what do you call it, if you want to try out their version of the Great Wolf Lodge, you can get a discount with that membership now. So that'll be cool. It makes me want to try it now. I can go get a discount. I can go up there. I can try it out. So it was a joke about the announcement. Yeah, that's not the. That's not that. Yeah, the milkshakes bring all the enthusiasts to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Um, all right, then you had Quasi, and they just kind of like reiterated about the water slides and stuff they were doing over there with it, and they talked about Memorial Day, which is May 5th. You can go online if you're if you belong to the Costa Club and you want to go. I'm really thinking about going. I'm probably going to go. Uh, the other thing too is so Quasi's wasn't a long presentation. And then you had Canopy Lake, you had Palace Playland coming on, Lake Compounds. Lake Compounds wasn't long as well. He just talked about the stuff going on with Wildcat and Boulder Dash, and they were doing sewer things and stuff around, just the kind of behind the scenes kind of things that guests don't normally see, and they spend all this money and it, you don't add an attraction. And it was weird when they were talking about the soda. He kind of turned and looked at me about asking quite like when he started getting the questions out of the way, and he went like that to me. So it was kind of funny. I was sort of like called out because when I saw Jerry Brick at IAPA, I asked him about it and he told me about it, and then we posted about it. So we got that out there for everybody. So yeah, that was that. And then you had Canopy Lake talking about the water park expansion, going through the process. And like I said, all the stuff I'm talking about, you can see on the videos. And what do you call it? They were going on about it, talking all like these different things and what's going on with their water park. And they said, it may not be exciting for us because it's not a roller coaster, but to them, it's like a roller coaster. So it's a big thing for them. So, yep, I know the song. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and it's better than yours. I wish I had a button that would play it. So yeah, and with that being said, but I really enjoyed all the presentations. Palace Playland really put on a great presentation, and I even zoomed in on the POV for the ride. That was, they showed a POV of the rides built in Italy before it was even painted, and then I zoomed in on it so you can get a better look at the POV of the Sea Viper. They were showing artwork, for like the cars and stuff for Wipeout, which is the spinny kid coaster, like the one that I rode at IAPA. So they got that coming in. They've expanded the park. They got rid of the Galaxy, and they went over the history of Palace Playland with the different coasters and stuff, and talking about it's small and it does this and that and da 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 da. Isn't Quasi like forbidden to build another coaster? I don't know the answer to that. It really depends if location wise and what they want to do. I think as long as they stay within a certain height requirement, the height, which I don't know exactly what the height, the max height is for things to be built. I think as long as they stay in that realm, they'll be okay. And yeah, they said that they were talking about replacing the kiddie coaster with a different kiddie coaster. So it's that one's on so it's time for that. It's time for the old one to go. I mean, I wish I had the money. I would buy that old one and refurbish it. That would be nice. Yeah, that little figure 8 spinny coaster. I mean, to the when you look at it, looks are always deceiving. It had a nice little spin to it. It wasn't like crazy, and it was really enjoyable for a kiddie coaster. It was smooth. It was fun. I enjoyed it. That's me. A lot of people might look at the kiddie coaster and go, "Yeah, I don't want to look at that." I don't want to look at that. So we'll see. So overall, it was a great event. Lots of door prizes. Great food. You can have the sandwiches, and some people ate chili. There was cookies and brownies, and you could vote for the photo contest. There was all kinds of stuff going on. They were talking about national ace events, talking about the one thing that we've all been wanting is an event at Six Flags in New England. We've all been asking for it. I've asked the park for it. Matter of fact, when I was at that meeting, a couple weeks ago with the park, I said, "What's the deal? How are we going to do that?" You know, she said, "Hey, that her and Russ, and she wanted to get me involved with it, to help out with the event. So if they invite me to these meetings or contact, I am more than willing to help get this going. But there is no date announced yet. But this should get people excited because this is something I was trying to do for SFNEOnline, and it was just too late to get it going. But they're going to do it for Fright Fest. It's going to be called Fright Fest Ace Behind the Scare. So there's no date yet. Most likely looking like sometime in October. The event is going to welcome Ace to go behind the scenes at Fright Fest for an inside look at New England's largest haunt event. Behind scare tours, inside the makeup room, witness a zombie makeover, VIP walkthrough access to haunts, ride exit pass, and much more. They will provide discounted admission and meal vouchers to those who do not have a season's pass membership or dining plan. Once all the final details are announced, they're going to let us know. What's up, Coaster Box? So yeah, they're going to let us know when that information. So keep that, that this is happening. Yes, SFNE is making an announcement April 3rd. But that's not the big announcement that's going to blow people's minds. That's coming up very soon. Very, very, very soon. After we get done with CoasterCon, the big announcement is going to get unraveled. And I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get their heads wrapped around this. I'm still wrapping my head around this. Like, it's crazy. All right, so with that being said, let's get into CoasterCon. Correctamundo. Well, as you say, Ace wants to see behind the scene coast, not Fright Fest. It's really tough with events. And I think this is really the starting point of starting something big, something great for our region. At this point, I'll take what I can get. I don't know about you. I mean, I know we all want certain things, certain aspects. But this Fright Fest thing, I mean, everybody knows me. I'm big into the haunts. So this is right up my alley. I'm also big in, when they do tours at events. I'm all for that, And, so, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, personally, I like this. It's something different. We're going to get, we're going to get to ride rides. We ride rides all the time. Yes, we want ERT and stuff like this. But you know what? I like this. And besides, if you're getting ride exit passes, that's just about as good as a ERT session anyway. I'll take that. And if they're going to give me, VIP walk-through haunt access and take me behind the scenes for Fright Fest, the only time that I remember, and I know they've done it before, for Ace, like when they do for tours for Ace, they did it for CoasterCon. They had awesome ones. If there's Nor'easter, when Nor'easter usually is at New England, if there's a new ride to tour or something to see, they usually do that. And I heard, like in years past, that they've had tours, behind the scenes stuff. I heard they were doing like Houdini stuff before and some other stuff. But not so much. Yeah, I had the helicopter tour. That video of the helicopter tour of SFNE from 2013 is on this YouTube page. If you go digging, you will find it. It's in one of the playlists as well to help you find it better. But that helicopter ride was awesome. There was Scream tours, Thunderbolt tours, Superman or Bizarro tours. There was all kinds of tours. They even had a tour of the room for the engine, for the wave pool. They had tours all over the place. It was awesome. It really was. And if you didn't go, you missed out on one of. I mean, I've been to CoasterCon in 2010, 12, 13, and 15. I've only been an Ace since 2009. So I'm looking at 9 years this year that I've been an Ace. 10, 9, 10, whatever you want to call it. But That's like the great things, Yeah, when you go at Six Flags Great Adventure, you get tours of King Ka, Houdini, Nitro, Bizarro. They usually like last year they did Superman, Green Lantern, and Houdini. They usually do Batman and Nitro. They do King Ka, and then they used to do El Toro. And so yeah, they have tours going all around all over the joint. So it's been pretty cool. So anyway, so here's CoasterCon information. This should get you hyped up. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to get hyped up. Number one, this year is the 40th anniversary of Ace. That's number one. Number two, the parks. You're going to have Busch Gardens, Kings Dominion, and Six Flags America. Each park's getting basically 2 days at each park. The cost, the dates is June 17th to the 22nd. Now, the cost is, if you're a member, it's $380. If you're an ACE member that's from ages 3 to 11, it's $342. If you're not a member, it's $475. But season pass holder discounts up to $231. So the registration deadline must be postmarked by May 26th or completed online by June 3rd. No registrations will be accepted after June 3rd. Attendees are going to receive 6 days park admissions at 3 host parks. Free parking at all 3 host parks. 9 ERT sessions. You're going to get 2 dinners, 3 lunches, and snacks. Behind the scenes tour, Midway Olympics 40th anniversary celebration, presentations, and more. So now here's the thing: if you have a Six Flags season pass discount, if you have a pass or a membership, you're going to get a $77 discount on your registration fee. If you have a seated fare platinum pass, you're going to get $56. And then Busch Gardens is going to get you $98 discount. Let me see. Your valid $2 fun card or membership will save you. This includes SeaWorld Platinum passes. Please be advised to check the benefits, the level you have. Some have blackout dates as well as no free parking. Not all SeaWorld passes, including admission to Busch Gardens. All right, so keep that in mind. They go over, the contest. They're going to do a rubber ducky regatta. They do the Spirit of Ace Award. They do a banquet, and, you can buy the con shirts. They got a general store. They talk about all the different, you can also, if you go to coastercon.com, you can see all the stuff about the hotels and stuff. And yes, that is the biggest event of the year for Ace. That's like, if you can only afford to go to one event a year, make it CoasterCon. Even though, you should try other events. But I always say that's like that's the big party. Because it changes every year. It's not the same place. It's every year. It just hops around. Because like next year, CoasterCon's at Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm. And then, hey, DJ Dog's back. And then, the year after that, it's Knoebels, Dorney, Hershey Park. So, but I do have the tentative schedule. This is not a guaranteed schedule because you don't get the final schedule until you get your packet. That will be your final schedule. So this is tentative. Yeah, there's regional Ace events throughout the year. Like New England had, like this year they got them at, yeah, like I said, pretty much every weekend. Like New England has them at Lake Compounds. This year they got them at Six Flags this year. They said Canopy Lake's going to be next year. This year they're doing Palace Playland also and Funtown Splash Town. And so this is the tentative schedule. And hopefully by listening to this, if you're not an Ace member, maybe it'll help you want to join up and want to hang out with all of us and just hang out and take over, So Sunday, June 17th, starts at Six Flags America. 9 a.m. to 3:30 is Ace General Store and sales tables open at the Residence Inn. 10 a.m. to 3:30, check-in, banquet table reservations, Ace photo contest entry, behind-the-scenes tours, rubber ducky regatta duck sales, Ace Mid-Atlantic something. Some of the stuff's cut off. 5 to 6 p.m. is a welcome and Ace presentation in the Grand Theater at Six Flags America. 6 to 8 is the Wahoo Surfside patio pool party with a buffet and drink station. There's all different kinds of food plus, but it does include 2 alcoholic beverages and soft drinks as well. Keep that in mind. You can get a little tipsy. Then you're going to get from 6 to 8, you're going to get ERT on Wahoo River, Bonsai Pipeline, and Tornado. Then from 8 to 9 p.m. is Wonder Woman, Sky Screamer, non-spitting photo opportunity. 8 to 10 is ERT on Superman, Ride of Steel, Joker's Jinx, Wild One, and Batwing. So that's your Sunday. And then this year, Monday, June 18th, Six Flags America. There's gonna be an Ace Lounge and photo contest that's to be determined. But 8 to 8:30 is check-in for late arrivals at the front of the park. 8 to 9:15 a.m. Midway Olympics. 8 to 10 a.m. Wonder Woman Sky Scream, a non-spinning photo opportunity. 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. ERT and Apocalypse, The Last Stand, Raging Cajun, Mind Eraser, and something else. 11 to 11:30 is Wild One landmark plaque dedication ceremony. Noon to 2 is lunch at Mardi Gras themed menu. Park president remarks. There's going to be VIP seating for afternoon and evening shows to be determined. From 2 to 6 is behind the scenes tours to include Apocalypse and Raw. And then from 8 to 11, you can stop by Central Park Funland on the way to King's Dominion. They're going to give you some stuff. Oh, yeah, you can get some... there'll be, I guess, pizza and drinks going to be offered from 9 to 11. And then starting on the Tuesday, you're going to get... in the morning at King's Dominion, you're going to get ERT on Volcano, I-305, Flight of Fear. You're going to get noon to 1:30 is going to be lunch. And then there's going to be behind-the-scenes tours, including Twisted Timbers. There's 3 Haunt Maze thing, Blast Coaster, VIP show seating. Then 10 to 11:30 p.m. is ERT on Twisted Timbers, Racer 75, Apple Zapple, Grizzly, and something else. Yeah, the Six Flags haters can skip the first days. I mean... I have a little soft spot for Six Flags America. I like some of the rides. There's some cool stuff. I do like their Fright Fest. I'll go and enjoy it. I mean, I do like Superman. So, I'm not hating. And then on Wednesday, back to King's Dominion. And, oh yeah, there's more on the other side. Let's see, from 8 to 10:30 in the morning, Twisted Timbers, Bad Apple, Delirium, Drop Tower, and I'm missing cutoffs. 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Rubber Ducky Regatta in the Soak City Lazy River. 1 to 2:30 p.m. is the ACE annual business meeting and election platform. 3 to 4 is annual video contest. 4 to 6 p.m. is ACE presentation. 7 to 8:30 is dinner. Menu to include prime rib, southern fried chicken, vegetables, barbecue beans, and cheesecake. 10 to 11:30, light snacks, ERT on Dominator, Woodstock Express, and I want to say Intimidator, and then you go to Busch Gardens on Thursday, and Superman Ride of Helix. Yeah, basically. Thursday, you're at Busch Gardens. You're going to get ERT in the morning on Loch Ness Monster, Griffin, Battle for Air, and the Catapult. And then from 10 a.m. to 1 is various tours. 1 to 1:30, special ACE exclusive showing of Celtic Fire inside Abbey Stone. 2 to 2:30, meet and greet with animal ambassadors with a few animals. 2 to 2:30, lunch. 2 to 3:30 is lunch at the Smokehouse theme menu. 3 to 7 is Battle for Air maintenance tour. 3 to 7 is Loch Ness Monster maintenance tour. 9 to 11 p.m. is light snacks and ERT for Bolton, Applegeist, Invader, and whatever the other thing is. Oh, Mock Tower. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so then Friday, the final day of Con. You're going to have 8 to 10 a.m. ERT and Apollo's Chariot, Tempesto, the Trade Wind, and Turkish something. And then 10 to 1 p.m. is various tours. 2 to 6, Griffin maintenance tour. 2 to 6, Verbolten maintenance tour. But then if you go into Banquet, watch out for that, because from 6 to 7 is the cocktail reception. From 7 to 11 is the Ace Banquet. So this is the tentative schedule for Con, and we'll cover more stuff as more and stuff comes out, and we'll see what happens with that. I mean, I believe when I did this, because I have the pass for Busch Gardens and Six Flags, so it brings me to like $195 for con. So yeah, so you get what I'm going with that. So it's not a bad deal, especially for all that's offered. I feel this con's going to be a little bit more special because of the whole 40th anniversary thing. That's why I'm feeling that, I think it's going to be worth it. I think they're going to pull out some surprises. I could be totally wrong. I have no idea what they got planned. But I'm hoping that, it's the 40th anniversary. This is where Ace actually started. So we'll see. We're going to see. We will see. But anyway, so let's get into the announcement. I don't know how many of you are ready to have your mind blown. Yeah, the Banquet is cool. I enjoyed the Banquet a little bit, not total. It's a bunch of people can dress up or not dress up, and sometimes they give you some free little gift things. Yeah, the Ace Banquet is at a hotel. It's not in a park. That I've been to since the banquets. So yeah, you can. Yeah, they're at a hotel, and actually the Banquet is going to be at Great Wolf Lodge. That's over by Busch Gardens. So, and there's options if you want to get water park tickets, no water park tickets, whatever you want to do. I don't know. So we'll see about that. So anyway, this is announcement time. I was actually going to wait a couple weeks. And the reason why was because it's not officially announced out, but there's nothing wrong with me announcing it. Now, but while I lead into what this is, the reason is with something that Sherry Armstrong said at Nor'easter. And when she said something, I was like, oh, this is a bunch of BS. Something's got to be done about it. So I decided to do the next best thing. Get you ready for your minds, your head, your wig to come off your head. Just to come off the head and fall and blow off somewhere in La La Land. Because I'm still wrapping my brain about why did I do this. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, Luco, my Robin to my Batman, nominated me for Ace President. So I got the email the other day that I was nominated. I accepted the nomination. So yes, am officially going to be running for Ace President this year. So the elections, you're going to hear me talk during the business meeting. You're going to see the platform. I have not finished writing my platform yet. I will be talking about that throughout until voting starts. And then while there's voting going on, and we'll see if I win or not. Now, I do know who my opponent is, which is Robert, whatever his last name, Ulich, whatever. I know who he is. I don't know him personally. So that's my competition. Luco knows who he is better than I do. He's like in charge of all the reps, and I think he's a rep in southern United States there, but yes, the thing that I'm still wrapping my head around is running for Ace President. I know it's a big, huge responsibility, and it's not going to change really anything else, except that if I win, then I'd just be the president of Ace, and it'd be kind of cool, and I can try to help make changes in Ace that, I'm always... everybody likes to complain or have these comments, maybe positive or negative, about Ace. Nobody wants to do anything about it. And the reason why, because if those that went to Nor'easter will remember this, Sherry Armstrong got up, when she was talking about national stuff and doing a little presentation, and said, every single person running is running unopposed. Every single person. And you know what happens when that happens? When the date closes for nominations, they automatically win. There's no write-ins allowed. There's none of that stuff. That's it. There would be no voting. It would just be whoever these people is. So I am going to try my best to win the presidency of American Coaster Enthusiasts. I don't know what my chances are because I don't know what the guy's platform is. I don't know... because it used to just seem it was like a popularity contest. And I know by all means I'm not the most popular dude in Ace. I have my little, following of people that love this show, and I hang out with a lot, not a lot, but a bunch of people, at coaster events and stuff. So that's not gonna really catapult me to where I need to be. So I got to make sure that my platform is on point. And don't worry, that once I have to have that platform in by April 30th or something like that, and then it'll get published on Ace's site. But I will also I will wait. Well, I might not, because they didn't even announce who's running, because people can still get nominated in. They have until the 31st of March to get them in. I should still be able to do the Grove Show when I'm in office, as long as I'm not spilling any secrets. So if there's stuff that I'm not supposed to talk about, then I'm not going to talk about it, because one, I don't want to be impeached. I want to do what's right. And I can also use this platform to reach out to members even more if you have comments, questions, concerns. So it's a really good platform. Yeah, see, Trump uses Twitter. Josh uses YouTube. I'm not the current president, but the guy that is currently the president of ACE is Willard there. I can't remember his first name. It's just... Oh, Jerry Willard. That's who it is. He ran his... he won 2 terms, so he's done. Once his term ends in September, and then whoever wins takes over, he's done. But then he becomes what they call immediate past president, which is still around doing things. And yeah, there's nobody running for secretary, so somebody needs to be a secretary. So I will run, and I will keep. If I lose, I'm not going to be, bitter and sour grapes. I'm just going to keep running, and until until maybe I get my shot at winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to quit trying. I feel I can be a positive impact on ACE. I feel that I can motivate the membership and get things done. I'll steal a line from Trump: make ACE great again. Well, it's not that it's horrible, but it can be better. Everybody's up for improvement. So I've been, typing up. I did a first draft. I still don't like it, of my platform. So I'm getting there. But I will use this platform to get my message out across to members, and people can determine, read the platforms. If you want to vote for me, that's awesome. But if you're you want to read platforms, by all means, read the other guys. Read mine when it comes out. But matter of fact, if you want to laugh, the day that the nomination came in, I emailed Six Flags New England. Oh yeah, it's the other place here with the noisy heater. Yeah. And I remember that with the noisy heater in the garage when I did the show. If no one's nominated for secretary, loser becomes I don't want to be a secretary. No, thank you. That's not a position I would like. Maybe I would. I don't know. If I become secretary, do I got to wear a skirt? Or can I don't know how that works. You lost the support of the left wing. You know what? This isn't like political, like whatever, but, I'm not playing that sides. I think my platform will actually appeal to everybody, to be honest. I've been talking with Luco, and, my story about the park, Six Flags New England. See, I'm just scatterbrained all over the place. But anyway, so I emailed Jen McGrath, Jen Mance, Kyle Kroger, and I said, hey, I accepted a nomination for ACE president. And then not even like 10 minutes later, Jen McGrath sends me an email saying, oh, congratulations, hope you win. And then she made a meme for me. And it was like the one that you always see with the guy, the guy with nice hair pointing, and they go, stop right there. Vote for Josh for president. I was dying. It was hilarious. Like, they think it's great. The park loves the idea that I'm running. I spoke to Russ about this. I spoke to a few other people. There's not a lot of people that know about, well, now people know, but there's not a lot of people before tonight that knew about me accepting the nomination, and people are excited that I threw my hat in the ring. You know, so I mean, the way I look at it is I'm going to give it my best shot, and I really feel that I could do some great things for the Costa Club. We'll see, but you know, it could be. It depends on how the people want to vote. I'm trying to appeal to everybody, and I know that's going to be tough. And I know the other guy. I don't know what he's looking to do. I really don't know. Yeah, Jen McGrath is awesome. Jen Mance is awesome too. I know you guys don't get to see Jen Mance as often as I do. And Kyle's awesome over there. You know, plus Jerry Brick is another great guy. I mean, I've been getting along with all the park personnel of all the different management of different parks, and I just keep building up that relationship. I know Six Flags haters probably won't vote for me, but that's okay. I mean, I know there's people in the club that legit hate my guts, and I'm not expecting any of their votes, and that's fine. So we'll see what happens, see what goes on. And like I said, I will use this platform to talk about my platform. You know, we're going to keep doing the thing. It's not going to be all, hey, Josh is running, so the hell with the Grove Show. Grove Show is the #1 priority, and then I'll use a little bit of time slot to talk about it, because maybe you guys have questions, maybe you have concerns, maybe you have ideas that maybe I'm not, you know, that I'm not talking about, that can get the point out of what I want to do and what should be done. Because if you think about it, the Costa Club is all about you guys. You know, anybody that's in the club. It's not like the president or the executive committee. It's all about you guys. It's not the club was created by, what do you call it? Enthusiasts. That's what we all are. We all love the thing. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna make sure that if I win, that I make sure I fight for you guys. So the ideas that you guys come across, what you don't like, if there's things that you don't like that Ace is doing, let me know. If there's things that you love that they're doing and you want to make sure, you let me know. You know, and we're gonna try and do it. We're gonna make it, but I will tell you this: we'll make it fun. We'll make it fun. That I can promise you. So those that are watching this after, leave a comment below on what you think about this. I mean, my mind's still blown. Because a lot of people don't want to jump into, running for office, and usually kind of, hey, what's up, John? And usually people don't want to jump into the top spot. They usually start and work their way up. And me, I'm like, nah, I'm doing this right now the way I want. I'm starting at the top, and then work my way down to the bottom if I feel like it. You know, and it's going to be cool. So, like I said, if there's anybody that's an Ace member, leave a comment below. If you have any comments, questions, concerns of what you like, you don't like, just let me know. And then I will make sure to address that. So that if I win, I can make sure that it gets addressed and fixed and stuff. And it can be just this could be like a great platform, because all the people that run, they send in their platform, they talk at CostaCon, and they do whatever. I really want to try to win. So whatever I got to do to get that message across, that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully, I mean, you guys are really the first to know about this, besides the people that actually do know. Dave's Golden Ticket Award reaction. Nobody loves Ace better than he does. Like I said, it is what it is. And hopefully I get enough votes that, when everybody gets that ballot, if you vote for me, hey, thank you very much. If you don't vote for me, I'm going to kill you. No. I'll find out where all you live. No, not really. Not like that, but we'll see. I mean, hey, this is my first time throwing my hat in the ring. But I just couldn't see somebody just winning it on a technicality because nobody wanted to be in it. That really bothered me. Oh, my platform. You know what? I read all the other platforms from past elections, and I've never written a platform for an election, so I'm like, and then I'm supposed to get something in the email or something about the platform. So I'm just kind of like getting an idea, trying to write out what I want, and I'm just like, it's not that it's hard. I got writer's block on it, and it's just weird. Like everybody's just like, how many coasters I've ridden and where I've been and what I do, and like a lot of. There's only been a few platforms that really shined and kind of stuck out to me. Like, hey, they actually gave some information. Yeah, it's the first of many tries because who the hell knows if I'm gonna win or not. Yeah, that's my favorite. That's what I should put. Lugo, I might steal that. And when I send my platform in, I'm going to be, my favorite platform is the loading platform on a roller coaster. Vote for Josh. And that's it. Because you know what? Everybody that watches this show and anybody that knows me in real life is, I don't do things by the books. I don't want to be writing stuff that they wrote. I need to be me, not like them. I don't want to follow the format. I'm going outside the box. Plus, I checked all the election rules and bylaws and constitutions and all this other stuff. I would love to do that, but that's not what that's about. I would love to have more pinball in the queue of a roller coaster. But, as you all know, I'm not exactly I'm not just going to follow the leader. I try to stand out and do something different, and that's what it's all about. So when I write my platform, it's not gonna look anything remotely like any. If you can go back and look as far back that I found so far as 2012, the 2012, 14, and 16 election platforms for all the people running for the different offices. Now, they're all pretty much the same in a sense. They all follow the same thing. How many coasters have you ridden? What's your home park? What countries have you visited? What do you do when you're not doing amusement parks? What do you want to do for a race? What do you want to do for this? And nothing really excited me. Now, I'm not saying these people are bad by any sense, but my mind and my creativity and how I want to do things, it just, when I'm looking for something, I want something that gets me excited, motivated, wanting to be, be like, oh yeah, I want that. That's what I'm trying to write. I'm trying to do it like that. I mean, myself and Dave would love more pinballs in a roller coaster queue, but there's not enough time to play a game. If somebody like me or Dave or even Dave Lipnicki, which is the current vice president, we'd be sitting there for a while playing pinball and not moving the line. But if there was a park with pinball in it, maybe we could host a pinball tournament. As another game to play. I don't know. So there's a lot of things you could do. People may be like, I don't want to play pinball. I don't want to, whatever. I don't know. But that's not the reason why I'm doing it. But, it's definitely going to be an exciting time. So hopefully you guys enjoy, support what I bring to the table. And, I will make coaster platforms great again. I just want, when I joined Ace in 2009, it was a different feeling back then for events and the whole club as a whole. Now, I know we had a recession, and that kind of changed things a little bit. We were still recovering from that recession that we had in 2008. And, but the point being is the club feels different. It doesn't feel the same. And it's not a good different in my mind. It's not a good, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't, how do I put it? It just doesn't, I just don't feel the same I did. And I'll give you the example. Now, I know this probably means nothing, and I said this before on the Grove Show. When they did CoasterCon at Great Adventure, and they had an opening ceremony. Now, I'm used to, like, these awesome opening ceremonies that they had, like these, it was good. And then we get to Great Adventure, and it was just like, hey, welcome to CoasterCon, see you later, bye. Go enjoy your food. Like, there was nothing. It was just like, I'm like, really? But when we went to Maury's Pier, then it was like a show. Like the dinner we had that night, we got there, and it was like bam, 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 and it was amazing. We need more of that. There you go. Need to build a coaster and make TPR pay for it. So, like I said, there's the ideas running through my brain. And then once you see the platform, we'll talk about it, and we'll see what people say, and we'll talk about it. But tonight on SFNEOnline's Facebook, I will announce publicly that I accepted the nomination for president of ACE, and we'll take it from there and see what happens. But I'm going to get going, and we'll be back. Do you have anything next Thursday? No. Next Thursday is the weekend before Easter. So, yeah, we'll be here next Thursday. Dollywood 2012 was awesome. What about the Dolly Parton? That was amazing. Raise dues to preserve old historic roller coasters. Oops, okay. ACE is encouraging other companies to spend money to preserve old and innovate more new. Yeah, again, there's more stuff I got to look into while I'm writing my platform of things that we need to correct in ACE and make it. I mean, I don't want to lose the foundation of what ACE is. That's why people love it. That's part of it. Preservation of the rides. Whether or not that's the main thing. And I think ACE has lost touch with that. To be honest, I think ACE lost its touch. I mean, if you take away that preservation of it, what do you got? What ACE just becomes a coaster club that's just a coaster club. And I guess that's okay, but you don't want ACE to fall into the group of just a regular coaster club. It was prestige enough for something. Maury's, yeah, Wildwood was more enthusiastic. Like Maury's had like a live band. They had this crazy thing going on. Sand castles by the beach. There was all kinds of stuff. I mean, they had amazing food. They gave like these awesome little amazing gifts. I mean, Six Flags gave some gifts and stuff. But I felt hands down Maury's was the better. Yep, that is great. Here's a plaque. Never remove this. I mean, I get what they're doing. It's recognizing it, and it's part of the whole shtick. And I get you got to be ACE is different than the rest, so to speak. It's the same, but it's different. Technically, they can remove it if they want to. Well, wasn't if memory serves me correct, wasn't Rolling Thunder a landmark? I think that wasn't that. And if that was the case and that got ripped out, yeah, you don't want to make the membership too high that people don't want to join. That's another thing. And they keep raising it a little bit. I mean, I get it. And I need to, as a president, also get in there. And I want to see what all this money is being spent on. I'm sure I can see it online. And I'm going to be checking all this stuff. Trust me, I'm doing research as I'm writing my platform because I want to make sure I get to the bottom of it because I want to make ACE affordable for everybody. I want to make sure that the events are affordable. The national ones, because I have no say over the regional ones, but hopefully the regional reps can negotiate good deals. But at the same time, I want to make sure that the events are affordable. They're awesome, like the Paul Blick days. And what do you call it? Make them fun. Yeah. The landmark is basically like recognizing, this old ride, and in the hopes that they don't rip it down. Now, some parks will cherish that and do what they can to keep that ride going. Some parks are just like, I've had enough of this ride. It's cost me too much. Goodbye. See you later. It's happened. And when you look at BSM says small local Maury's is more impressed with a national club ace than giant Six Flags company. Now, if you look at it from a point of view, it's a giant company. Maury's is smaller, and they appreciate the business. They appreciate stuff. The bigger you get as any business, not just a park, you kind of lose touch of what you were when you first started. You know, you have to maintain a certain level to grow, but don't get so big, and then you become a jackass, really. I mean, that's what happens. And I'm not saying that in the negative sense. It's just in the sense that if you think about it, at the end of the day, for all parks, not just Six Flags and Cedar Fair, at the end of the day, everything is for the GP. And we do help being a member of any coaster club by spreading the word. I am not quite so into this to want the events of Ace. You know, so, I mean, in a sense, it's tough for Six Flags. They basically like painted themselves in a corner. Like, we've talked about this before with the events, like at Six Flags New England. They make a lot of money with the food, you know, and the ERT and stuff like that. So everybody's got dining passes now, so the food thing doesn't really work out as well as it used to be. So they're losing that portion of money. It's tough. So that's why they're working on things and trying to. It's just how businesses run. It's kind of crazy, but I'm hoping to change all the stuff that's bad and negative about things. You know, if there are any relationships that are kind of weakened, I want to try and strengthen them. That's what I want to do. I want to try and make it better for everybody. So that's what I plan on doing. I mean, it's almost like I'm kind of like on the fly creating my platform. You know. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch this and then write down what I said. You know, some of the stuff's gold. You know, some pure written gold here. I think there is some stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's old, yeah, well, Six Flags America has one. Wild One was relocated from Mass down D.C. there, Maryland. You got Great Escape. You got Six Flags Great America. Knoebels, I believe, was the first. When they went down to Texas, picked up the ride, and then did it. So it's amazing, you know, if you can relocate an old coaster, like a wooden coaster. I mean, that's a feat in itself, because people have heard the stories of Dick Knoebel talking about what he did to get the Phoenix. They literally went down there and took it off piece by piece. You know how to replace busted pieces, but they numbered everything, then they brought it back, and then they just put it back together. Yeah, Six Flags has relocated steel coasters a lot. And Cedar Fair's done a few. Not as many as Six Flags, but they've done a few. You know, it happens in the land of all this stuff. So, anyway, I'm going to get going and relax and still wrap my head around all this stuff. And hopefully that all of you that are ACE members, consider me voting for me for president. We'll talk more about it as the time comes, because voting's from like June 15th to July 15th. So it's open for a month. So from now till at least June, anyway, I got to be like pimping it out and getting myself out there and getting everybody to know who I am. And hopefully that while people are trying to learn who I am, when they see where I am, maybe they come here and watch. Maybe we gain some viewers out of it. Maybe we don't. Maybe like, who the hell wants to listen to this guy talk? You know, so we'll see what happens. But again, anybody that votes for me, I appreciate it. And like I said, we'll talk about it, and then we'll go over the platform as I finally release it to the demons. So we'll be back next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to rockin' and rollin'. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but we'll talk about stuff. So yeah, we got like another week or so to get to the Six Flags announcement. I know, shame. And we could have been like talking about Great Adventure next week, but that's not happening. We'll be talking. Maybe I'll have my platform done by then. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And until next week, guys, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace out.